Ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals, online pals, welcome home. It's time to get a camera, go lower, sliding outside. Put on your pajamas, open the door.
Thank you very much. That was a tune called Graffiti by our great bassist, Liana Chin. Yes, yes. We got one more for you before we kick this thing off. This is a tune by the great Herbie Hancock called Actual Proof. Yes. Thank you.
Melatonin, everybody. Herbie Hancock would be drunk. Oh, play a funky bass line while I... Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, you must have pulled a perfect 300 in another life. Because tonight, you've rolled yourself into the back room of the legendary Gutter Bar in historic Williamsburg, Brooklyn. April 24th, the year of our Lord 2025, for another rendition of The Nighttime Routine!
Let's go! Give it up for yourselves! Welcome to the Nighttime Routine. Can I hear that first line one more time about the bowling, please?
Yes, you may. It's a perfect line, if I dare say so myself.
Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, you must have bowled a perfect 300 in another life. Because tonight you've rolled yourself into the back room of the legendary Gutter Bar.
Hell yeah. Give it up right now for yourselves. Give it up for our sidekick, introducer extraordinaire, Dick McCullough.
Yes, give it up for Simon Bloch, the host of the Nighttime
Hello.
Routine.
Welcome to the talk show. Nick said we were about to kick things off. I think Melatonin just did kick things off. How about that? That was two airtight bangers. We have one more in the wings a little bit later in the show. Thank you guys for coming out on this frigid December evening, for braving the elements to be here. I guess your peers are playing a winter sport. Couldn't really land the plane on that first bit there. Couldn't. I thought it. What'd you say? I guess they're all playing skiing. Folks, give it up one more time for your house band, Melatonin. The theme of our show tonight is dirt. As some of you saw in my way too high effort social media post that gets 6 likes. But it's just to get your cheeks in these seats, folks. Thank you for being here.
I'm one of the 6 who like it.
Yeah, he is. Give it up right now for your bartender, Monica, in the back. She is back after a hiatus, working in the front of the bar. So when you get your next 12 rounds of drinks, please get it from her in the back. And you know the rule, tip an amount that is 2 times the cost of the drink. You know how it works. This is Trump's America now. I don't know what that means. Sorry. We don't like it. Fuck that guy, just to be clear. Just to set the tone. Okay, I'm going to try not to bring him up again. We got Javi in the booth. We got Gabe and Chloe holding it down in the back. And we have your beautiful selves. You look so good tonight. Come on. All right, let's get after it. So, folks, the story of the day, spring has sprung. Yes. Isn't it nice to see our city so beautiful? The sun is shining. The flowers are in bloom. Now I know it's been a dark time for our country. And for our nation. The economy is poo, and our government, well, it's pee. But I feel like good things are coming because while our right-wing government was empowered by a legion of anonymous angry incels, there's nothing those angry internet typers hate more than seeing nature at its horniest. Am I right? That's right. Mother Nature is ovulating and we're along for the ride, huh? Yup. These first couple jokes are about a horny spring, so just get on board. Seriously. And let me tell you, Mother Nature's not going to menopause until Labor Day. Hey-o. Maybe it's time for men to pause. Luteal phase, more like beautiful face. Smile. Wrote that one at 2 a.m. That's right. Nature is horny as hell right now. The air is thick with desire and pollen. The cherry blossoms are blushing, and chirping birds are fucking the shit out of each other 800 feet in the air. Actually, I don't know how high birds fly, but I like to imagine they go above the clouds and then they do unspeakable yet consensual acts of pleasure. I just thought it was a fun image, just flying 69 in the troposphere. All right, we'll move on.
Mother Nature's horny, my eyes are itchy.
Yeah, you gotta take the bad with the good. We're all, raise your hand if you're itchy. All right, okay, wow, nice, brave souls. Only the bravest here at the talk show. Folks, okay, anyway, So it's a beautiful spring, and the beautiful thing about spring is that it's worldwide. It's kind of an equally democratic, and we're all experiencing spring at the. Hang on, folks. I'm getting horrible news, fresh off the presses. I'm being told that the southern hemisphere has actually already wrapped up their hot girl summer, and they're currently being plunged into a cold, merciless autumn. Mother Nature, you saucy bitch, you've done it again. Sorry. Okay. So, well, the joke is that the Earth is on a tilted axis.
Tilted.
All right. Tragic stuff, folks, about the southern hem. We'll see you in 6 months. We just can't get our cycles to align. All right. Let's get to the news, shall we? Huh? Okay. Folks, I'm not a news junkie, but I do smoke a little news on the weekends. 420 was in the news. Or was it? Did any of you guys smoke on 420? Make some noise. Arrested. Bang, bang. I'm so sorry. No, honestly, this year I took it off. I'm trying to be healthier. I just meditated and drank a lot. Elon Musk goes to Wisconsin. That was fun. He poured millions of dollars into this Wisconsin Supreme Court race. Did he get it, folks? No, he caught a fat L. Fuck that guy, huh? Boom! It just goes to show, no matter how much money you have, you cannot buy the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Just the U.S. presidency, the cabinet, German parliament, and maybe South Africa soon. We need to organize. Money still talks. It's scary. Hegseth leaked again. Woo! Well, you know what they say. Alcoholism causes incontinence, folks. That dude can't stop leaking. That's a pee your pants joke. Should we abort? Should we all go home? Should we go back to the music?
I think it depends.
Oh, alcohol. This guy's got a tight bladder. Dick McCullough, you've had some work done down there, I bet.
I'm letting it loose right now.
That thing is, okay, the opposite. You just kind of, you got the snip. I don't even know what that means.
Snip and the Velcro diaper. How did that get less of a reaction than Musk?
What?
Getting the courts.
I don't know. I think they were following my lead, and I was just picturing it.
I see. I bow down to you, Simon.
Dick McCullough.
Simon Bloch.
Dick, one more time for Dick McCullough, huh?
Simon.
Okay, we're talking about the leaks. We're gonna see if we can land this plane on the leaks. The second leak was way better, in my opinion, with the Hegseth of it all. You know what I mean? Because instead of adding an Atlantic reporter, he added the entirety of our house band, Melatonin. I saw the screenshots of the group chat. It was like, we're about to bomb Yemen. Are we off in June? How much is Simon paying you guys? Not enough. Alrighty. The NFL draft is coming up or just happened. I don't really care. I'm just in it for the jokes, folks. I don't really give a shit about any of the drafts, especially that one. But for the sake of the joke, the NFL draft is coming up or just happened. Word on the street is the Cardinals, for their first round pick, are going to go with an old Italian man. The Cardinals. Conclave. I wanted to write a bunch of jokes about Conclave, but I could not find the time to watch the movie this week. I watched the first 10 minutes. So I'll just give my quick thoughts on the movie. There was like a scene where all the Cardinals are like chilling in the cafeteria, and then like one of the Italian Cardinals is like, yeah, we're kind of broken down by race here. Those are the Africans. I'm like, is this just a prison movie? What is this? Shake it up. Are they just reusing copy? All right. Not a great take. Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin. Jeff Bezos' space company, Blue Origin, recently launched the first all-woman space flight in over 60 years. It included 6 women, including Katy Perry, Gayle King. The trip was accused of, insincere feminism, wasting resources, a grotesque display of wealth. But I wasn't mad about it. I was actually sad. Yeah, it's true. You want to know the origin of my blues? The origin of my blues is when that rocket left the Earth, it meant there were 6 fewer women down here. We needed those women here on Earth. We're trying to solve some problems. We missed them.
Did not know where you were going with that one. Loved it. Loved every second of it. I had no idea. The turns, the twists.
That was
I'm
fun.
on board.
I feel like it was a good one.
It was great.
Katy Perry drew a majority of the criticism for being a legendary cringe lord. They were in space for 11 minutes. 11 minutes. That's less than the length of one Fela Kuti song. I keep reusing this as a unit of time. I think it's fun, but no one else likes it. They were upstairs. They were what did I say? Upstate. They were upstate for 11 minutes. And then when they land, she makes a big show out of like kissing the ground. She kissed the ground and we hated it. You suck, Katie. Change your ways. Okay, Jesus. How many more? Oh,
She was just in Syracuse, you're saying.
I thought this was a short monologue, but I have. All right. Okay. Let me tighten up. Okay, wait. We're almost done. We're definitely gonna do this one.
You definitely want to do joke 19.
I think we're gonna do 2 more. Okay. Are we good with 2 more? Folks, tariffs, huh? Fun. Folks, tariffs are the talk of the town, and the streets are saying that's boring. But we're not worried about tariffs here at the nighttime routine because you know what, folks? You can't tax jazz. Wait, sorry. I'm being told there's now a 16% tax on jazz. 16%. That's Ethan. Ethan, you gotta go, buddy. Shit, he really fucking holds down the rhythm section. That's actually... Sorry, man. We'll see you back in the second half, buddy.
Simon, it's Ethan.
Okay,
Simon,
look,
it's Ethan.
this is why you need to organize, okay?
Oh, but it's Ethan, Simon.
Volunteer for Mamdani. I do a 12 to 3 canvas on Sundays. Come on out, Williamsburg.
It's Ethan.
All right, there he goes. And finally, a Florida teacher was fired for calling their student by her preferred name. A Florida teacher was fired for calling her student by their preferred name. In the school board's defense, the preferred name was White Malcolm X, Black Michael Jackson. And on that very risky note, let's start the show, shall we? Woo! Oh, yeah. How did that go? We got Ethan back. Come on, we negotiated. We're not going to tell you what we traded him for. Chloe, how much did I run that late? 1 minute, not too shabby. All right. Folks, are you ready for your first guest? Oh, she hails from Midland, Texas. She is a killer actress, character actor, and yeah, a fucking goddamn great stand-up comedian. Give it up right now for Jess Elgene.
Oh my God! And give it up for the house band. Melatonin. That's good. Let's see. Are there any Catholics in the crowd tonight? Woo, sorry for your loss. The Pope died. That's very sad. I saw the Pope one time, IRL. It was random. It wasn't random. I was in the Vatican. I was in the place where it happens, not like a Target run or anything. I went to see the Pope. I'm not Catholic, so it was kind of just like seeing a really famous person that you don't follow. It was just like, all right, this is sick. But it was very cool. He did a sermon in a bunch of different languages, and none of which I spoke. So it was, it was cool. I think it's very cool that he's the Pope. That's just a sick title. But my favorite thing about it was that there was this one guy who was really excited, probably actually Catholic, because they drive around the Pope in like a little Pope mobile, this Mercedes-Benz. It's a very cool car. He's driving around, kissing babies, waving and stuff. And this guy goes, Papa Francisco, Papa Francisco. It's my birthday. And the Pope just goes, how many? He goes, 31. And he goes, And I got the sense the Pope was a little upset that it was not a more iconic birthday, Like you're dirty 30, you went to Vegas, 31, you just didn't have anything else going on, you came to see the Pope. So I think I love that the Pope was a little bit petty. I think that's really great. I do stand-up comedy. That's like what I do to like pay the bills. But ultimately, what I want to get into is census work. I want to be a census worker. So I will be asking some questions throughout my set. Just want to get to know the crowd a little bit. Are there any anti-vaxxers here? Okay, interesting. Okay, write that down. Okay, now, are there any people here who are neurodivergent? Okay, interesting. Obviously, I'm now going to be talking about how RFK says that vaccines cause autism, neurodivergence, right? And I think that's wild. I think he's probably wrong. But also, who cares? Right? Like, because the things that we're being vaccinated against, like, for sure might kill you. And I would just rather have, like, a special interest than a casket. You know what I mean? I could know a lot about trains or what it's like to be dead. And I think the choice is pretty easy there. Okay, you guys hate me for that. Let's see. Other questions. Oh, we got any weed heads in the crowd? Hell yeah. I'm just like you in that way. I like weed. But I have a hot take about weed, which is that I prefer edibles. I say send it. Go all the way. Why touch the sky when you could be the sky, right? There's just one con about edibles in my experience, though, and it's that sometimes you take one and it's just a dud, right? You don't feel anything. This happened to me a few weeks ago. I was at a party, took an edible, 30 minutes passed, I didn't feel anything, so I was like, I'll just take another edible. Yeah, the second I swallowed that second edible, the first one hit, and I was like, oh, I'm about to be the highest I've ever been in my life. 30 more minutes passed, and my brain said, Madam President, a second edible has hit the bloodstream. Started looking around the party like, wow, everyone here has a story. And I needed that. That was really good for me. It was actually at that party where I caught a glimpse of my friend's phone and learned that she uses military time. Jarring thing to learn about a friend, right? I've been hanging out. You've been on a mission. We're making plans. I'm like, is 2 p.m. good? She's like, 1400's great. What? Sergeant Bestie reporting for brunch. I'm like, maybe we just eat the Eggs Benedict, gossip a little. She's like, I'm going to eat my ration and gather intel. How about that? No, I can't really dunk on the military, though. I actually did seriously consider joining the military. If there are any Swifties in the crowd tonight, you may know the lyric, when you're 15 and somebody tells you they love you, you're going to believe it, right? Similarly, when you're 14 and a Navy recruiter tells you you've got something special, you're going to believe it, right? I'm like, I think it's undiagnosed ADHD. They're like, no, the heart of a warrior. I put that joke on the internet, and people on the internet love to make celebrity comparisons, tell you who you look like, right? And I'm not endorsing this one. I'm very flattered by it, but someone commented on that video saying I look like a more approachable Dua Lipa. Just don't make the comparison at that point, right? Which next census question. Is there anybody here who has like a perfect relationship with their body image? Yeah? Okay, we've got one liar in the room. Or I'm very jealous of you. No, I struggle with my body image. I'm someone who struggles with like depression and body dysmorphia, so my goal weight is 0. And it manifests in really interesting ways, right? Like there's this bodega near my apartment that I go to all the time, and it has very arbitrarily named sandwiches, right? The sandwich that happens to be perfect for me, it has everything I want, is it just so happens to be called the Belly Buster. And it's like, okay, well, I can never order that. You say that out loud, they give you a medal. You know what I mean? Literally, I started doing like the build your own sandwich option, and the guy's like, oh, it's actually cheaper if you might. I will pay more for you not to call it the Belly Buster, please. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, are there any queer people in the crowd tonight? Okay, incredible. Not everyone though. We have some straight people here as well. Okay, sure. Not as many woos. Wooing is inherently bi-curious at the very least, I think. But I think that's great. I myself am queer. I'm a trans woman, so I'm kind of the final boss of queer people. Congratulations, allies. You made it to me. But it's been really interesting in transitioning. There have been all these different rites of passage, right? Like every month or so, I'm doing something for the very first time, which is what rite of passage means. Sorry, mansplaining is something I'm still unlearning. I attended a wedding of a friend a couple of years ago, and it was my first time attending a wedding as a woman, which is very special, getting to participate in all the pageantry of being a woman at a wedding, right? I think the most iconic of all these things being the bouquet toss, and I actually caught it, which is very cool, very special. Thanks, yeah. It did yield my first run-in with controversy surrounding trans women in sports. Caught the bouquet, but at what cost? Moved my wedding up, set the movement back, you know? But I've been Jess Elgene. Thanks, gang.
Keep it going for Jess Elgene. You know, I was really jealous of the folks who went on that Blue Origin flight, so I also have a target weight of 0.
Zero gravity.
Yeah,
joke.
0 gravity. All right, sorry. And I just wanted to put into stark relief how good your jokes were.
Oh, that's very
That
nice.
was-
That's very nice.
Thanks for coming on. What's going on?
Just hanging out, living life.
You are from Midland, Texas.
Yes.
And I just noticed your hat says yeehaw. You saw me.
Yeah.
You were like, my eyes are down here.
Yeah, my eyes are down here, bud. Come on. Yeah, I'm from Midland, Texas. It's named Midland because it's the midpoint between Fort Worth and El Paso, Texas. Any West Texans in the crowd? Yeah, we tend to live and die there.
Any other Texans?
Oh, what part? Okay, oil. That's like our thing. Yeah.
Oil?
Yeah, we're big into oil.
You have oil in Midland as well.
It's the largest deposit of oil in North America. Yeah. Thank you.
What the fuck? Who started that?
Thank you. Drill, baby, drill. Let's go.
Okay, I want to be okay. The bandwagoners of the applause can stay. Whoever started it can leave. What is that?
That's awesome.
Starting a dirty energy rally at the show.
It was pretty cool.
Yes, and stay out. No, it's Jenny. She can stay. Do you feel a little bit of oil pride despite the environment issues?
No, I'm pretty stupid. So I just had the idea for the Green New Deal like a couple weeks ago.
That's so
I was
sick.
like, wait, but if we do stop this, what about all the people I grew up around?
Right.
What will they do?
But to get, it's for
And
those
my
who don't
town
know.
kind of does exist because of oil. So it's like, in a way, I don't know, it's hard.
You have to give you got to give some big ups to big oil a little bit.
A little.
But the Green New Deal is cool because it's like, it's not just completely destroying the energy, it's to do trainings and build a new industry around.
The version I thought of was really simple.
Let's hear it.
Just that we need an alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just like a really dope name for like, let's do good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, Green New Deal could be like, don't bomb places. We need a Green New Deal
Yeah.
for just peace.
I like that.
I will say, I'm from New York. I'm pretty far left leaning, but I do have a lot of like.
Me too.
No, I know.
No, for sure.
But it's like I do weirdly think like the rough and tumble, maybe more not the right wing parts, but like I do think Texas culture is very cool, and especially West Texas. You know, I've heard cool things about Amarillo. I guess
Oh yeah, the panhandle. Yeah.
I'm very distant from it. And
My grandfather was from Amarillo, and this little necklace has a ring from his time in the armed forces.
Oh.
So
Nice.
Amarillo. Anybody from Amarillo? Similar, yeah.
Okay,
similar
similar.
to Midland, yeah. People tend to, Midland born, Midland bred, Midland dead.
And they stay there. Yeah, they're not coming to the nighttime routine that often.
They're not in Brooklyn. No.
You might be our first Midlander.
Midlander, yeah.
Do you feel so like Austin is seen as like this very liberal? I'm not gonna say Mecca, but a liberal center.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Austin culturally? Do you feel like it represents Texas?
Yeah, I think so. Have you guys been to Austin? It's cool.
I've been.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I went to college. I went to TCU. Go Frogs.
What the hell?
Texas Christian University. On tours, they say you can make a peace sign, then make it fierce. I'll wait for the photographer to get that. My alumni association is gonna love this.
And what part of the frog's anatomy is that?
So it's actually the horned lizard, the horned frog, which is like a desert lizard. I just took the light for you. That's not my responsibility. We just got the light. Horned lizard. It's like a desert critter.
Nice.
It's like the size of your thumb. It's very, very cute. But they can actually to ward off their predators, they can shoot blood out of their eyes. So they just are like,
oh, sick.
Like they just freak out.
Oh, sick.
They just freak out their predators. Yeah.
But is there a limit, and then they need to re-up on
They
blood?
must have a limit.
They gotta have.
You can't just keep squirting
It's
blood.
their
every
blood
damn
after
night.
all.
Yeah.
All I know about blood is that we use it for stuff.
Yeah.
Real quick, last thing.
We need a red New Deal.
Yeah. We need a green new blood. All right. Oh no! One more.
That was good.
Real quick. Before we evict you from the stage, we always asked our guests about their nighttime routine. I do have to. I gotta ask, what toothpaste are we using?
I know they support cannibalism, but Arm & Hammer.
Yeah, me too.
Makes a good toothpaste. Yeah.
Oh, that was an Army Hammer reference.
Who is heir to the Arm & Hammer fortune?
No, are you shitting me?
No, I'm not shitting you.
And so they're complicit.
I guess. Yes and no. They've never issued a statement in support
now
of
that I think about it,
cannibalism.
it is pretty aggressive imagery for like tidying up your teeth.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but yeah, they're complicit. You should get a new toothpaste, and so should I.
But let's give it a few more months. I really love this stuff.
Yeah.
Let me know if you find something better.
Okay, great.
One more time for Jess Elgene.
Oh my God.
Folks, Jess is going to crush tomorrow night on the BCC end of season sketch show. So pull up to BCC. It's at Eris, right? Pull up to Eris tomorrow night at BCC, and you can see her again. Doing something a little different. Folks, are you ready for your next segment? I'm going to bring up our sidekick here for our special segment of this month, Cup of Dirt.
Welcome. Be right at the desk, right when the music starts.
You made it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Look at this audience. Wonderful audience. Yes.
We are so in sync right now.
Oh, we are. We're like Katy Perry and Gayle King when they look at each other. Isn't this amazing? We're that tight.
It's a real you had to be here.
Had to be there. Had to be here. Had to be. That's neither here nor there. It's somewhere.
And where are we? Folks, we got a very special segment prepared. Look, we were talking about I was talking to Nick, we were talking about themes for the show. We tried to do a little, because the nighttime theme is not enough of a hat on a hat. We have to also add a monthly theme to just really confuse the hell out of our promotion.
Yes.
This month's theme is dirt,
Good.
I think maybe cleanliness can be a little overrated. You need a healthy probiotic base
Yes.
to live a healthy life.
You need a dirt on a hat.
Also, this is New York. Gosh dang city. How about we get a little rough around the edges, huh? How about we get a little soil under our fingernails? Need everything be a 5-star Michelin scenario?
No, God, put the phone down, take the mask off, punch each other. You know what I mean?
Cough in your toddler's mouth. Punch each other.
Punch each other. Get dirty.
Grab each other by the shoulders and don't trim your nails beforehand so you really draw a little
That's
blood.
what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean?
Don't trim your nails.
Shake each other around. Feel something.
Yes.
Breathe. So, we are taking this segment to espouse the virtues of
Yes.
taking things off the beaten path a little bit.
And dirt. Simon, I wanted to talk to you because, Simon, I came up in New York in the 70s.
Of course.
And that was the dirtiest, grimiest, seediest time there was, Simon. And Simon, I gotta tell you, you're a New York kid. You're tough as they come, but you're a millennial. You're a millennial New Yorker.
It's true. Silver spoon of a generation, a little
You're
bit.
great. You have too many silver spoons. You're all great, but you're all cucks. You're all cucks.
It's true.
And you just work remote and brew kombucha because you're a cuck. You know what I mean? And it's great. The city has to evolve.
I do both of those things, but
What? You
I
do?
don't know how you knew
I
that.
didn't write that with you in mind.
I
That's
brew
great.
good booch, though. I do brew good
It
booch.
is quite good. I've tried it many a time. That's what I'm drinking tonight. Look at this. I ordered. I said Simon's Booch, and they gave me that.
It's Jameson flavored booch.
Yes, it's very good. But Simon, I want to talk about the differences of 70s New York. Yeah, everything was better then. I mean, you don't remember because you were a child, but what do you remember about?
About the 70s?
Yes, you were alive, weren't you?
I remember drugs. I remember wide lapels.
Yes.
White pants.
Ooh,
Bell bottoms. A little Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever, John Travolta.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember the drugs. In the 70s, we didn't have going upstate. We didn't know upstate existed.
You didn't have the Hudson back then.
No, we thought the earth was flat and it dropped off at Yonkers. That's what we thought. That's what we believed. We didn't know. When we said we were going upstate, we meant what we meant by that was we were speedballing cocaine all weekend. That's what we meant. We're going upstate for the weekend. And we were just speedballing crack and cocaine. It was great.
It's a real winky situation.
We winked and we blinked so many times because we were so high on crack cocaine.
On account of the speedball.
On account of the speedballs of crack. Yes. And everything used to be a post office, Simon.
Come again.
Everything was a post office. Every building was a post office. And you'd walk by, you'd lick a stamp, you'd smack it down, you'd say, bye, and you'd go. That was it. You'd walk in, you'd see a lovely lady in the post office, you'd lick a stamp long, and you'd maintain eye contact. And then 2 years later, you were an ex-stepdad. That's the 70s. That's the 70s in New York, Simon.
2 years later, you were an ex.
2 years later, you were an ex-stepdad.
That's a banger.
Yes. We didn't know what upstate was, but I said that one already.
We prepared for the segment so differently, and I like yours better.
Well, go ahead, you do one, because I need to look at
No,
what the
this
next
is
one
what I have to say is going to make no sense.
No, come on, make sense.
I think I want to let you monologue.
Make sense of it, I can.
Maybe I'll circle back to it in a minute.
New York in the 70s was grimy and sweaty and grimy. I used to sell my chest hair to porn stars for Merkins. They would use my chest hair.
Does everyone know what a merkin? Does everyone here know what a merkin is?
Raise your vagina if you know what a merkin is.
To be clear, not the. I know we got a lot of Texas, not the Texas version of a merkin.
No.
We're talking a pubic wig.
A pubic wig.
Yeah. See, some of you didn't know.
I made pubic wigs out of my chest hair.
Just to really double down.
And that's how I made my rent. My rent was 12 merkins.
And what surface area is one merkin of your chest?
Oh, it's just the right tit. Just that. I'm a hairy
Honestly,
man.
I can make a pretty penny. What I lack up top, I kind of make up for in the middle, if you know what I mean.
We share a dressing room.
Make up for it in the middle, specifically around the nopales, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't. But
a couple cactuses, if you catch my drift.
Simon, I came up in the 70s. Simon, in the 70s, I was an altar boy. We touched the priests. You understand?
Yeah, nice.
We'd go, how you doing, Father? You know, just
Whoa.
during the Mass, we would. Why not? It's the 70s.
That's called punching up, folks.
That's called punching up.
Conclave.
Right. And I gotta say something. You kids think you invented fighting for equality. In the 70s New York, it didn't matter what color you were. You could be black, white, purple, mauve.
Don't say that. Don't do that.
No. I swear. I'm not going to say anything bad. It didn't matter what color you were. You got the shit kicked out of you. You got the shit kicked out. It didn't matter what color you were. I got the shit kicked out of me by a Filipino woman on the queue going down. I said, well, thank you, please. Give it to me.
You heard it here, folks.
But I saved that one for last. You see how I did that?
You heard it here, folks. You're here to hear first, there was no racism in the 70s.
No racism! We all just punched each other. You should punch each other.
It was a flat plateau. The bar chart was completely...
That's right.
It was a uniform...
I never saw any problems. I never saw any problems.
Maybe that's because of the thickness of those lenses.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're the best. That's why you're the best. You have thin lenses.
Should I do a couple of mine?
Go for it.
These are gonna...
Please.
A little tip. Tips on how to save money but still have fun in the city.
Oh, this is great. He's got so many of these. They're all
how to
good.
have fun in the city on a budget.
They're all good.
Old person edition.
Oh boy.
Folks, you're never too. This is so different. Oh, I love it. Folks, you're never too old to hop a turnstile. Take an extra 8 minutes adding emojis to your angry Facebook rant about the state of our administration. Then you're so late to that art opening, you have no choice but to hop that turnstile. And because you're not as adept as you once were, you get a big welt on your calf. It happened. It is a true story. It happened to my dad. He was nursing that golf ball size welt for a month. You can try different ointments. It gives you something to rub on while you're watching Rachel Maddow.
Oh.
Okay.
I sold Rachel Maddow a merkin once. She loved it. She said it was the best one she's ever had.
Oh, Dick, I don't think you can say that.
I can't?
Who needs to spend money on a $200 sashimi platter when you could just buy an $11 pet goldfish from Chinatown?
Please.
Knock that thing down. True story, I've always wanted to eat one of those. I've always wanted to buy 4 $11 goldfish from Chinatown and just eat them with chopsticks raw. I swear to God. I don't even care if you laugh. I want it.
Somehow that was worse than my Filipino woman on the queue thing.
I'm taking one. Do I have anything else?
Oh, I loved it.
Record a voice memo biking when you're tripping on mushrooms like I did 4 summers ago. If it's wet outside, your foot will slip, you'll lacerate your pinky, and then you'll enjoy the rest of the trip talking to that cute redhead in the lobby. Okay.
That's my daughter. What lobby of what?
Of the ER.
That's my daughter.
Near West 4th. What is that? Oh no, on 7th Avenue.
That's my daughter. You son of a bitch! I can't believe
I
you.
was tripping. Give it up right now for Dick McCullough. Oh yeah! Okay, folks, we're doing something a little bit different tonight. All right, you guys have been really good, but so has the band, and you know we've been doing the show for 1.5 years. Let's just say our bladders aren't getting any better at what they're supposed to do. So we are going to do our first ever mid-talk show intermission. It's going to be 4 minutes and 15 seconds. We're going to run a really tight ship. Here's how it's going to work. You're going to let the band out first to do their business. You know what an intermission is. They're going to get first dibs of the old baños. Then you can do your business. Get a drink from Monica. Reload. Restart your engines. We're going to be back in 4 minutes for a musical piece. Give it up for yourselves. We'll be right back. Thank you very much. One more time for Melatonin, folks. Okay, and that was, can I say it? That was Prelude in E minor, originally by Chopin, but arranged by Gary Mulligan.
Oh, so close. Jerry Mulligan.
Shit. One of those soft G's. Sorry, everyone.
Yes.
Should we take it from the top?
Yeah.
Start the piece over. All right. Give it up one more time for Melatonin. But folks, I don't know if you know this, Melatonin is not just a band. It is also a collection of individuals who we will now meet. Let's get after it. Yow! Who do we got here?
Ethan Van Meter.
Newly returned from his tariff expulsion.
That's right. He paid his dues.
He paid his dues.
On the trumpet, Jillian Lee Marshall.
Oh, yeah. Good evening.
On the drums, Elan Corman. On the bass, Liana Chin. On the soprano saxophone, Perry Nguyen.
Oh!
I am Nicholas A.B.
Nicholas A.B. on the tenor saxophone. Yeah. Grrr, meow. I'm angry. The saxophone excites me sexually. Okay. We're about, sorry, look, we all have bodies, and we all have needs, and my need is saxophone, and maybe a little trumpet, honestly. And yeah.
When I was choosing an instrument to play as a kid, I actually wanted to play saxophone, but I thought it was too sexy and it scared me.
That's real as hell. I think Nick used to play trumpet. Nick and I are old childhood friends, and then he switched to saxophone. And as cool and iconic as the sax is, I've always missed the trumpet days from you.
I appreciate that. I think it was a more humbling instrument to play.
Now that you've made this commitment over many years, do you see see the sexiness in the trumpet, or how do you feel about your decision, etc.?
Very good about it.
Yeah. Hell yes. Yes. This is my dream as an interviewer. Your goal should be to ask such a question that the response is, I feel very good. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, I love it, and I think you play extraordinarily. So, one more time for Jillian Marshall, Ethan Van Meter, Elan Corman, Liana Chin, Perry Nguyen, Nicholas A.B. God, I love those cats. That was a fun little intermission we had. I feel like that worked out. I will say we do have a couple of seats emptied up. My barista had to leave to prepare the cafe for tomorrow, or to sleep at some point as well in there. So if in the back, feel free to pop a squat, bring your keister in for a landing. Keister Sunday. All right. Folks, we're back. Who's ready for your distinguished guest? I am so excited to bring up this individual. I have known him for many years, but only recently got the courage to nag him monthly to appear on my show. I'm so excited to have him. He hails from Philadelphia. He is the creative director and operations manager of Williamsburg's legendary Mother of Junk. Give it up right now for Tom Merlino! Yes! Okay, this is not a test. I'm truly just curious. How many of you have been to Mother of Junk? A lot of hands. It is an institution. I feel like you actually do lay down the law but you're fun while doing it. It's like it feels enjoyable to get scolded by you.
The lady who owns the place is convinced that 50% of the people come just for the harassment.
Right. If you wouldn't mind the mic. I mean, you have great projection.
I don't mind.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I always thought, I in many ways you are the face of the operation, but you are not the owner. Or are you?
I'm just waiting for somebody to die. And
Holy shit.
probably.
Right place, right time.
Yeah.
How long has Mother of Junk been in operation?
About 15 years or so.
15 years.
Yeah. And it started as like just selling dressers and chairs to local people.
For sure.
And now it's nothing but French people buying marbles.
French people buying marbles.
Yeah. 50 cents over and over and over again.
And not marble, like marbles.
One marble.
Are
two
they
marble,
playing?
three marble.
Are they playing marbles?
No. They're just bringing them home.
There is. I feel that. I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining. Okay, so to those of you who don't know, I don't want to misrepresent because I know the owner is very particular about the vocabulary used to describe the business. It is a.
It's a secondhand junk shop.
Thank you. Okay. I'm like so afraid of saying the wrong thing. It is a secondhand. It's a fabulous place. It's huge. I don't know what the space used to be.
I don't know either. It was maybe some sort of artist. I've had a woman come by and be like, "My boyfriend was making sculptures back there in the '70s."
Right.
I have no idea.
That's every building has someone come in and knocking on the door and be like, I remember when this was a butcher shop. And sometimes it's me doing that. It's an amazing space. There's everything from like glass coasters to a variety of framed artwork that like, sometimes if you just need a picture frame, you like, can I get this frame? And it's like, you gotta take the art with it and then you end up falling in love with the piece of art.
It's like Willy Wonka's sort of factory, but with like garbage and bullshit.
So, okay, I'm detecting an air of disdain, perhaps.
No, I love it. It's a joyful, seriously very happy, unusual place. It's like a playground for grown-ups. I mean, for at least for those of us who work there. Like, you don't need a gym membership because you're just pushing furniture and carrying tables over your heads and all day long.
Right. It's a real physical task. I'm so, like, this is a
ruin all my clothes with blood. It's true. Keeping the blood theme going. I bleed all over everything.
I was gonna say, hopefully the blood of others, but unfortunately.
Like when you work there, like if you injure yourself, you get a first blood.
Oh shit! Wow.
You're like crushed by a mirror or something. Yeah.
It's like working back of house in a kitchen or something.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so for context, you did refuse to do the show a couple times because
I don't care about any of this.
because Friday is like your unload day.
It's very busy.
Okay, so equal parts apathy and and having a conflict. Okay.
Yeah, we unload a massive 15-foot truck of just new
old stuff.
Yeah, all day long. It's just like a circus of just furniture and fuckery and porcelain and glass.
Could we get a little taste of today's catch of the day?
I forget already.
No worries.
You get about 30 to 50 chairs, and then it's,
right. Nice chair. My desk chair, I got at Mother of Junk.
Plop factor is a very important thing to discuss. Like, what is your plop factor? Do you sit gently or do you plop? You know what I mean? Like, I'll send you over there or over there, depending on your answer.
I would say that's a good fucking question. Plop factor. I would say I plop gently, but I rise briskly.
We don't care about your rise.
I got a nice rise. What's your plop factor? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I'm tight like a spring. I have a body like a dancer. I never sit.
You do have a you do have a real grace about you. You move through the aisles effortlessly.
Collapse my little exoskeleton like a rat. You have to.
I'm not going to push back on exoskeleton. We're going to give him that. I'm not going to be pedantic. Sorry. It means a skeleton on the outside, but don't worry about it. Sorry. I'm being an asshole. Sorry.
Do you guys know razzmatazz? From the dude? A little bit of razzmatazz? Yes, thank you very much. Patty Austin? Yeah, okay.
Jill knows it. 5 points to Jill. Okay, so plop. So do you and like? Can I ask? In your own home,
Oh,
is the
tidy as fuck. Yeah.
Well, I get that sense from you. Like,
Yeah.
you
It's
can't.
very important.
Do you? What percentage of your items are things that came through the shop or perhaps were on their way?
Oh, good. Well, it depends. Like 50%, and 25% is just the street. And,
For sure.
you know, you get things where you need to get things from. You get a lot of people coming in
For
like,
sure.
I only want vintage. I'm like, listen, sometimes you just got to go to TJ Maxx and get it done. Like,
It's true. It's true.
Nothing wrong with that.
At a certain
all.
point, you know, the thing is gonna get worn down. And you just,
It all ends up in this. Listen, everybody dies. You know what
right.
I mean?
Amen.
Everybody dies.
And that is part of the theme of this show is like I really and you know let me have a theme. You know what I mean? What is this? These Snickers. Let me kind of lean in on
Is
a
that
theme.
the theme? Dirt?
It is dirt. It's like there's a real you know I think in this city there's like you know I don't know I would guess that the socioeconomic trajectory has really been sloping upward, and I think I really love Mother of Junk because it's a place where things are really giving us a beautiful second home. There's everything.
It's just merchandise.
Okay, so
It's just merchandise.
And there's this
Yeah, yeah,
distinction
yeah.
that the owner has between merchandise.
Oh
and
yeah, the people come in all the time and they're like, "Tell me about the collection."
right.
It's not a collection. It's
merchandise.
merchandise. Yeah.
So it's kind of
there's
a-
bird shit on 65% of it. You know? Hasn't been curated.
And is that person that you manually applied artistically?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, like fondant on a cake.
right. Yeah, laying it down. Yeah, very nice. Fondant. I love that word.
The sugar.
You have a whole section of the shop that is like basically a workshop because you're restoring things. Have you learned like skill? I mean, I'm sure you've learned a ton just like maintaining and repairing things.
No,
or?
we don't do any of that, to be honest. We don't
Oh,
maintain.
really?
No. Yeah, there's no, like, that behind the scenes area is just excess garbage. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
It's
Wow.
Again, like, not to really bash the French, but when they come in, that's when you're very, very busy. You know, you're like, oh, I have to organize all the marbles because they want to talk to you. They want to know how long you've been there. I've learned how to say I am not Mickey Mouse in many languages. You know, je ne suis pas Mickey Mouse. They want to just take your picture opening doors and closing doors, and it's peculiar.
I want to hear a little bit more about these French you speak of.
No, listen, that's enough. Like, I'm no xenophobe.
Nor am I, nor are any of us. But like, are they like a class of rich French Williamsburgers?
Tourists, they're everywhere. It's New York. Listen, this is how New York survives on tourists. So we can shit on them, and we can also love them because they pay our rent. So
Of
it's fine,
course, and you know, different communities have different.
Although Philadelphia in the house, you know what I mean? You know
we
what
got
they
some
do to
Philly. We got
tourists.
some strong Philly in here.
Yes.
Ian lived in Philly.
Do you
for a
know
long
about
time?
the hitchhiking robot? That's Philadelphia.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, for sure. To those of you, do you guys know about that? They made like a really. I'm
Like
not going to say
MIT or
charming.
somebody, like a robot that you would send out onto the road and it would collect data and rely on the kindness of strangers. You would pick it up if you were driving, be like, "Here's that thing."
Kind
and
of
you'd
like a
take it from-
geographic time capsule. They wanted to see how far across this country this hitchhiking robot could
And
get.
it went like I believe from like Canada and down the eastern seaboard.
It made it really far, just hitchhiking as a robot.
And then it got to Philly and they beat the shit out of it. Yeah.
Not in my fucking town.
User error.
Hell yeah. I can't really do a good Philly accent. Wood or ice? All right. Not too shabby.
Perfect.
I almost said Yinzer, but that's Pittsburgh. Sorry. Okay. It's further west.
Good night.
Do you miss Philly? Like you're a New York guy now.
It's different. I miss it. Yeah, it's different. In Philadelphia, people want to talk to you. You know, in New York, nobody wants to talk to you. Like they will. Like New Yorkers get a real boner if you ask them for directions and they can tell you accurately where to go.
That's
Secretly,
true.
they're pleased with themselves.
Just
all
you
day
saying
long.
that, I'm getting a little excited. I'm like,
You're like 2 blocks down.
I'd love if I could explain North Fourth versus South Fourth.
Yeah, exactly. And
Right.
that's the only time a New Yorker really wants to talk to you. But in Philadelphia, people go out of their way to introduce you to their lives. You know what I mean? Like, and you're involved in something, whether it's good or bad.
I completely agree. There is a begrudging quality, but I do think you get some real. If you can tolerate the initial discomfort, like you know, I'm sure you've had conversations with like a drunk person on the subway, but they have wisdom. There's something that they're sitting on.
Not always. No.
Not always. I feel like so much of my childhood was just coming home tired from something, and then some old weirdo wants to tell me their life story, and I'm like,
No, this is generally more like a hot pursuit. Like someone, like, you know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
There's something going on.
But they had an ulterior motive, and my ulterior motive was to learn about the world through their eyes. Do you have a night? I gotta ask about your nighttime routine. You come home after a long day of, splinters, moving furniture.
Do you ever see the Cat in the Hat? And they get in the dirty little children in that bathtub, and it's like, or maybe, and it's like green, they're eating cake, I don't know, but that's my life. Like, I come home, and the bathtub tells the story of the day, and I don't even sit in the bath.
I see. It's like an airlock where you transition from
correct.
the filthy zone.
Yes, my severed daytime
right.
flap. Yeah.
So the elevator, yeah, exactly.
Nighttime routine, I'm wildly obsessive compulsive, so it's clean, then weed, then cook, and I mean, any grown homosexual who lives alone knows the rest of the night is masturbation.
Okay, for sure. That's fair. A tried and true.
Yeah. Then you finish it realizing there's more snacks, that's it always. And
that you set it up perfectly with the weed. It's kind of an orchestra, kind of a four-part symphony. Razzmatazz. One more time for Tom Merlino.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. And take it with you. Did I? Oh, I gave you a drink ticket. Hell yeah. Do you want to plug the store? I would say go to Mother of Junk. Have a great time. Thank you so much, Tom. Hell yeah, that was awesome. One more time, and he's gone, folks. He is off to do exactly what he just told us he was going to do. Folks, shall we keep it moving, huh? Your next guest, I am so excited. I feel sometimes I gas up our guests too much, but I will just say this fucking guy has made me laugh so goddamn hard, and I hope he does the same to you. But if not, hell no. I don't even know what I'm saying. He hails from Massapequa. He's an absolute killer. Give it up right now for Will Purpura.
Vibes are good. Can I get a choo-choo on 3? 1, 2, 3. Choo-choo. That's the Chuckle Express, friends. And it runs purely on good vibes. That's an applause break. I didn't ask for it. Sprinkled over there. If someone in the crowd has bad vibes, I say F them. And the F stands for forgive. Radical forgiveness, people. F everybody and F yourself. You deserve it. All right, pivot. It's a yoga class now. Everybody, tree pose. Let's go. I want to be yoga certified by tomorrow. Can I do it? Yes. No doubters. Doubters are just haters with facts. Don't ever. No. Don't ever let them get in the way of your goals. I'm no stranger to failure, but remember, a failure, that's just a victory that failed. You can achieve anything you want. We gotta stop letting reality get in the way of positivity. What we're doing in this room right now is the most important thing in the world, networking. This is a networking opportunity. You're a handshake away from a job you don't want. I'm serious. Does everyone have their resume? See, that's a mistake. You should have your resume on you at all times. The bathroom, slide it under the stall. That smell could be coming from a CEO. You have no idea what's on the other side. Trickle down laughs, thank you. Looking for 10,000 laughs. Chuckles, chortles, giggles, guffaws. Saw somebody yawn, that counts. Using the same muscles in your face. I think it's okay to lie on your resume. Am I right, everybody? Yes, I think it's okay to. Sometimes I'll put the job I'm applying for on the resume. Just to manifest. Why do you want to work here? I already do. And it's going great. If you're going on a job interview, you can answer any job interview question with these two answers. Don't worry about it. And you tell me. What was your last job? Don't worry about it. What does that mean? You tell me. I love this crowd more than my dad. I told my dad I was bi when I was 12, and he told me, look, I love you no matter what you have to do to not be bi. And that sent me back about 20 years. My old man, he was a toxic Italian man. He gave me a lot of trauma, and it's hard for me to forget about it. Okay. We're gonna eat healthy this year, right, everybody? This is gonna be the year of, say it with me, 1, 2, 3, fiber. You got it. We're gonna eat a lot of fiber this year, yes. Right now, I wake up every morning, big bowl of oatmeal. Turn the box around, there's one ingredient, oats. That's a product you can trust. There's no toxic additives like flavor or taste. It's just oats. Stop eating eggs. Replace the eggs with oats. The price will never go up because there's no demand. And then, when you're done, eat the box, same taste. We're also going to eat more fruit in this room, right? What's everybody's favorite fruit? Shout it out. I count that as an applause break. Yes, absolutely. You went like that. What's everybody's favorite fruit? Mango, the most popular fruit in the world. I bet you have a lot of friends, and you got one more right here. Congratulations. What else? Pineapple, America's favorite safe word. Excellent choice. What else? Strawberry, there's 300 seeds on a strawberry. You got one going in, you got 300 more coming out. That got nothing. That's okay. What else? Watermelon. You can get a full workout from lifting a watermelon up from the ground, putting it over your head. You're activating every muscle in the body. It is the kettlebell of fruit. Excellent choice. I like a banana. Easy to peel, easy to steal. Every deli has a basket in the front where you could take a banana, leave a banana. Got a spare banana? Put it in the basket. Don't have one? Take one. It's yours. Fruit should be free, right, everybody? Yeah. I'm officially now 1 year no coffee. Yeah, that's right. Anxiety's gone. Depression is back. And this time, it's personal. And now I just drink tea. Pure tea. Nothing in it. No creamer. No sugar. No water. I just suck on the bag. All right. Folks, you've been great. Thanks so much.
Take your time. Keep it going for Will Purpura. Come on down. Come on.
Oh, my God. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
God, I really feel bad about how filthy my monologue is, because you clearly don't need to be dirty with this crowd to get them going. God, that fucking... I love a good fruit bit.
Fruits.
Do you have
Fruits.
more that... Like, are you prepared with every fruit?
I'm prepared for, I'm going to say, 8 fruits.
Okay.
I got one for apple.
Let's go. I'll say, I love apple.
You kind of have to be there, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to...
Every time you eat an apple, a doctor dies. That's my apple joke. That's the apple joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate to make you do more of your act.
Grapefruit. Grapefruit.
Okay,
The
yeah.
fruit's so nice they named it twice. Grapefruit.
That's great. Do you have one for blackberries? No worries if not.
So with every small berry, blackberry, blueberry, or cherry, you can eat 500, this is true, you can eat 500 of those and still go swimming, because there's not 1 calorie in those tiny fruits.
Okay.
Don't actually test
More
them.
of a fact.
It's
More of a false fact.
It's a false fact.
Okay,
It's
got
a
it.
very misleading fact.
And I swear I'm gonna stop making you talk about your act real quick. Can you explain the 300 seeds, 1 in 200?
So you eat one, then
One.
you have 300 growing inside of
Oh, strawberries.
you. Right, exactly.
You're saying the strawberries multiplies.
Right, exactly.
And that one, I'm sorry, went over my head.
Inside your body, that's a growing ecosystem.
Yes, for sure. Kind of an orchard.
It's an orchard. There's an orchard.
A
in
berry
here.
orchard.
We're all our own orchard. Am I right, everybody? Yeah.
Well, I like how you
Nurture your orchard.
That's kind of circling back to the yoga class. We're all our own orchard.
That's right. That's right.
Whoa.
Orchard. Is it orchard or orchard?
I think it's orchard, actually.
It's orchard, right?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I do think so.
Yeah.
Cool shirt. What is it?
Thank
What's up
you.
with the? Is this like an athletic shirt?
This
There's
is.
pockets.
I mean, when I'm running, it is. When I'm going for a nice walk.
He actually slipped me a $5 to make him say that, to set him up for that. I love your. We're just gonna talk a little bit more about your material. I love your I'm trying to get 10,000 laughs a day.
Yes. Right.
Do you have any sense of truly the number that you've accumulated in your lifetime? Because you've been doing that bit for a minute. That bit made me cry like 5 years ago or something.
Oh my God, thank you. I mean, so 5 years ago, it must be up to 50, 55. 55 laughs or something like that.
Okay,
I got most of them here. This is the best set of my life.
Yeah, you finally hit your quota.
This is the highlight.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to leave.
I think I could.
I peaked here.
I just noticed there's a full lens under this. Is it Pat? Is this
Oh,
yours?
is
Or Rooster? Sorry. Did you lose a lens? Sorry, buddy. We'll hold on to that. Sorry. You are from Massapequa.
That's right.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Did you?
Soon to be a state.
Where is that? Is that north, south?
That's like
Central?
It's
It's not that far out. It's like
it's like middle of Nassau County.
Okay, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. You can say exactly after anyone ever answers any of your questions. Just exactly.
I like exactly. Exactly. I also like, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
After
I love that.
I'll say something that I don't even know what I mean, and I'll go, you know what I mean?
Right.
Help me out.
I have this thing with my. I have this thing I do with my old roommate where if one of us if you're losing an argument,
Yeah.
if someone presents really good evidence, you just go, see?
That's good. Excellent. Yeah.
They're like, no, but the statistics say it actually gets lower. See? Not so good now, is it? So you can use that if you want.
Okay, I love that. Yeah. I need new what do you call them? Bumpers at the end of sentences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tags, I guess.
Tags.
Serious
yeah.
tags.
Serious tags. Conversational tags.
Vibe tags.
Yeah. Vibes are good.
Go ahead.
No. I was just saying the vibes are good.
The vibes are really good. I want to say something. Have you been you go on the road? I feel like I'm curious because there's this new, I feel like the alt scene in Brooklyn has taken over. Do you identify as an alt comedian? Because you've been doing it longer than some of these complete noobs. How do you identify? Let's be serious. I mean, just literal objective noobs. Objective noobs. We've all been noobs.
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you do you have a if someone asks you to describe your style, do you identify as all? Do you think about these things, or you're just up there trying to crush every guy?
Well, I think genres confine us. I've heard someone say that.
I think that's true. That's true. That's
right?
true.
Don't you feel like I feel like musicians say that?
And I respect that.
So, what are the genres of comedy? Alt?
Well, really, I guess I'm speaking just about the
and there's
horror,
blue collar.
Horror.
Oh, horror comedy.
Horror comedy. Yeah.
Oh, that's like in movies.
Yeah, like body horror.
Maybe I could be the first sci-fi comedy comedian. And like everything is like mathematics based or scientific based, or there's some ghosts.
I do. Oh yeah, because we have math rock.
Math rock.
I do have some very number heavy bits that really divide the room.
That's good. Yeah. Gets people thinking though.
I love when a punchline of a joke is just 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. Well, there's the 7, 8, 9.
7, 8. That one is
classic.
That one is classic.
Everybody loves that joke.
I saw a really good reel on Instagram, and I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. I
saw a reel on Instagram.
Well, it was just like someone did a remix on that setup, and then the punchline was just like a clip from a movie of like a guy going 987 or something.
Oh yeah.
I regret this beyond belief. You couldn't fathom.
Let's just say favorite numbers. Do you have favorite numbers?
Yeah.
5, I'm a favorite.
4 is one of mine.
4 is good.
I love 21.
21 is good.
Because it's like 16 and then 4 and then 1.
Yeah.
It works for me. It just works. It just works.
It just works. Math just works.
Any big ones you love?
Math just works. I mean, no fault in math.
I do want to do a quick pivot here.
Yes.
It's kind of a hard-hitting question.
Oh, yeah.
We always have always ask about people's nighttime routine.
Oh, yeah.
I want specifically though. I want to know what your socks situation is, day and night.
Oh,
Do
the
you wear
situation.
socks to sleep? Do you have a collection of old socks? Is your sock drawer pretty well curated?
I mean, the best. I take off the socks.
To sleep.
I mean, oh, yeah.
You gotta let the piggies
And
breathe.
I throw them across the room. The
Nice.
day is done.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like-
Satisfying feeling.
I feel like even in a clean room,
Yeah.
a couple strewn socks, it's like I'm relaxing now.
Yeah, no, you earned that.
You earned that.
Because first thing in the morning, you got to make the bed,
Right, of course.
reset the room,
Right.
wake up first thing in the morning.
Nice.
If you
Every
don't,
day.
if you don't wake up first thing, you lost the day. That's my opinion.
That is one day. That is one day in the ditch.
There's one day in the ditch. But yeah, I mean, make your bed, and then at the end of the day, mess it. Socks on the floor.
mess up the bed as you
Mess,
sleep.
mess the bed. Mess everything.
Sorry, I'm having a great time. Mess it all up.
Mess it all up.
I like Jerry Seinfeld. He says he's like, get out of bed first thing in the morning. Look at your bed. Does that look like that was restful? Look what happened in that bed.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like the messier the bed is when you slept, the better slept you got.
That's right. I mean, tossing and turning is a sign of good sleep. I think that's good.
Oh my God.
I mean, when's the last time you went on this side and you didn't wake up midway through and go, I gotta check it out. I mean, I gotta check out. I gotta see what it's like on that
Holy
side.
shit. You are, I can't
Right?
believe you're innovating sleep, Will.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What better knows to leave it on? Give it up for Will Purpura. Come on. Holy shit. I swear to God, I didn't even have a drink at the intermission. I'm high as a kite right now. That is, Well, guys, we're going to keep the fucking good vibes going. Are you ready for your headliner? God damn. Okay, real quick intermission. This is literally one of my favorite comedians in the whole goddamn world. I've followed her for years. I was blessed enough to do a show with her, I think, years ago, but she's an absolute killer. You've seen her all over the country. She hails from Philadelphia as well. Give it up right now for Chanel Ali.
Yeah. Hey, Brooklyn. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'll rap later. We'll get to it. Yeah. It's going on longer than I thought it would. Yeah. Hey, Brooklyn. Oh, yeah, so good to be here. I'm so happy. I just got back from Australia. Yeah, they have a very exotic and diverse group of white people. Some are tall. I said, oh, we got bad nutrients in our food. I'm happy to be here. I'm Chanel Ali. That's my real name. It's not a stage name. Sometimes I meet people for the first time. They're like, are you related to Muhammad Ali? It's like, I didn't want to bring it up. But yeah, I am his father. Proud of my baby boy. He's a fighter. No, I'm celebrating a little bit today. One of my good girlfriends just broke up with her shitty boyfriend. Yeah. Happy New Year, baby. The group chat is lit. We just been sending fire emojis all day. It's exciting, not just because he was shitty to her, but because one time we went to an arcade and I beat him at the NBA shootout game. I look back at her like, how's he gonna keep you safe? I think we gotta put in for a trade. Even worse, he doubled down. He was like, that was a fluke. Let's play again. Let's play again. I beat him again. Didn't even break a sweat. I'm not even good at basketball. I'm just black out here. Just have rhythm, very competitive, you know? Got me on a crusade about lady gamers, especially with video games. I'm on a crusade. Any lady gamers in there? Hell yeah. I'm at the beginning of my crusade. Next time I do the show, 2 woos. What's your game, lady gamer? Shout it out. What's your favorite game? Don't Starve Together? Hell yeah. Do you have a weapon in that game?
I just play the girl who has a ghost so she can fight everything.
Oh, hell yeah. You just gave somebody else the job. You have an assistant. That's lit. I like it. I like to play Grand Theft Auto. That's my game. I never do the missions. I just get in the car, take my girlfriend out for dinner. After 2 years playing that game, I was like, am I gay? Or am I just a fucking pimp out here? I'm gaming the game. Ladies, find a system that you like. Find a game that you like. You gotta do it. Men are getting over on us. They're putting on headphones and escaping. They're going to a whole nother universe where they're taller, have skills. Women don't get to do that. Women are being haunted by reality every second of every day. Wait for a guy to text you back. He can't text you back. He's 6'7", playing for the Cavaliers all afternoon. He thinks he's building a franchise. He's got to make trades. You wait for a guy to text you back? He can't text you back. He just got drafted to a virtual war. He's got to make a tourniquet for his friend. He's busy. I love lady gamers. I actually wrote a song about it. I'm actually going to do it. Right the fuck now. We haven't discussed this at all. Can y'all just do like a 4/4 or something for me? A little hip-hop vibe? Whenever you're ready, you got it? Oh, that's perfect right there. Y'all can clap if y'all want to, but clap on beat, or I'll find you. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Pandemic had me sad. Really feeling the mess. Had to stop wearing bras. Give my titties a rest. You ain't think this was gonna happen. You didn't think this was gonna happen. Election woes. Birthday parties on Zoom. I need good nostalgia. That's why I play Doom. I play Doom. I play Doom. In Doom, I'm a white man. I grunt all the time. I have no friends, 'cause I keep demons in line. I play Doom. You didn't think this was gonna happen. I play Doom. We're gonna do a call response. I'm gonna say it, you gonna say it. Y'all ready? In Doom, I'm a white man. You say it. Like you got savings. In Doom, I'm a white man. You say it. Like you got a vote. In Doom, I'm a white man. You say it. Like you're a lady. In Doom, I'm a white man. You say it. Take it even higher. In Doom, I'm a white man. Cut that shit. When I write a second verse, it's over for you hoes. When I write a second verse, it's over for you hoes. So yeah, I'm single. Nobody tells you when you start rapping how much time it takes, you know? I be in the studio, man. It's hard to date as a comedian. It's difficult, especially being a woman, because men get insecure. They get in their heads about it. She's a comedian. What if I fuck up? What if my sex is whack? Maybe we should go to a bowling alley, tell 48 people. Not again. I like to date guys with girls' names. That's a kink of mine. We got any princesses in here? I'll find you. I like guys with girls' names. It keeps a fight spicy. You can talk to them a little reckless, you know. Just pop off on them, yeah? Why don't you shut the fuck up, Shannon? What's that? You want me to drive Jesse? Well, you would, wouldn't you? No. Go call your dad, Tracy. I know y'all gotta catch up. I know that's your bestie. I'll keep it real with y'all. I will sleep with a guy on the first date if I really want to, if the vibe is right. But if he hits me up for a second date after that, very unlikely that I'll go. Very unlikely that I'll go, because I already know that he's a fucking slut. You see how that works? Go out with you again? How about you get some self-respect? Last time I came over, I stole your air fryer. Right out of the front. You haven't even noticed, have you? No, because your life is in shambles. And get this, on top of that, you're a dumb whore. That's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a nice boy. On our first date, I say something wild sexual to you, I want you to go, where do you work again? You know, like a good boy. It's a problem with men nowadays. They loose and uncouth out here. Ignorant, eating butt out the gate. Ignorant. You go eat butt, ask me why I ain't text you back. I don't respect you. Look what you did. I'm the baby in my friends group. You know, I'm the youngest, but I'm 36. So my girlfriends are older than me. Now they're dating guys older than them. It's mad jarring. They're like, Chanel, meet my new bae. I'm like, hey, ew. I mean, hey, Mr. James. How are you doing? I said, how are you doing today? I like your cane. Pull my friend in the bathroom. Why you bring Morgan Freeman to brunch and shit? You fuck Morgan Freeman on your own time. I'm trying to drink my mimosa, Morgan Freeman kissing on your neck and shit. And he's dressed better than all of us. The good thing about New York City, you can date a lot of different types of people here. You know, I've dated a lot of different ethnicities. I think that's healthy. You know, it's good for perspective. You know, you ever dated interracially? Yeah. Hell yeah. You need to calm down. Hell yeah. Would you have? Wow. And this is his show. You know what I'm saying? No, I think it's good to date interracially. I think it's good. It gives you perspective, you know? Because, like, white guys are fun. You know, just because they get so they're very excitable. I remember the first time I took off my shirt in front of a white guy. As soon as I got it off, he was just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Holy smokes. I kind of want to take a picture to show the bros with your permission. With your permission. I kind of want to show the bros. And you know, I don't know any black guys that say holy smokes. It's culturally not a thing we do. That's just a joke. I don't want y'all thinking I date white men. These are some silly thoughts I've been thinking. I'm just joshing you. That was a little disrespectful. I apologize. But no, I've been doing a lot of acting in New York City. They got all these protections in place for actors now. People walk around the set, they just check on you. They say, hey, how long they had you standing there? How many scenes you been standing there? How long you been standing there? I'd be like, all my life, boss. And they don't like that joke. They don't like it. Sometimes I'm a body double for a famous actress only because we're the exact same height or the exact same skin tone. It's the only reason I'm her body double. One time I had to do a scene for her where she was home alone in the bed masturbating. So they brought in an intimacy coordinator, because I guess that's a real job. And the intimacy coordinator watched me do the scene one time, then he came over to me and he whispered in my ear, he said, hey Chanel, listen, when they call action again, you know, you don't have to really masturbate. I saw what you were doing, and it's great, but you know, you don't have to really touch yourself. You could just pantomime. You can just pretend. I said, hey, if you don't stop whispering in my fucking ear, I'll suck your dick right now, and you're not gonna come over here and tell me not to play with my own pussy, okay? I'll play with my pussy all over the set if I want to. And you know what we're gonna get? An Emmy. Red carpets. So yeah, they fired me. You guys have been great. Thank you so much!
Chanel Ali, yes indeed. Hell yeah, that is wow. They pulled back on the intimacy coordinator, and you got him back in the end.
Yeah, that guy was weird. He had pink sneakers on, and they were super squeaky. And he would like walk over and be like, I'm gonna tell you something inappropriate. I'm like, get out of here, man.
Yeah.
He was a weird guy.
Pink, is that part of the uniform, you think?
No, I could tell that his job was on the outer edge of like what's appropriate for HR. You know, he's like, I gotta teach them how to fuck and not fuck. let me wear what I wear, you know.
I see the utility of an intimacy coordinator.
Yeah, for sure. We need them.
But I think in this situation, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I was surprised because it's just me in a bed. So I was like, I mean,
right.
Are there 8 guys in here? Yes. Are they watching me? True.
Right.
But I thought it was like pretty like chill.
You can coordinate yourself.
Yeah, I was like, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get out of here.
Not your first rodeo.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now that the set is over, are you really a gamer?
Yeah, I love Grand Theft Auto. Doom, though, is my favorite. I play Doom on I don't have a TV, but I have a projector. And I project Doom onto my wall, and my cat hates it. She hates it.
I'm really not a gamer. Can you explain Doom real quick?
Oh, man, it's crazy. So, like, shit goes wrong.
Yeah, okay.
Mad demons around.
Okay, nice.
They're kind of silly type demons, and you could kill them with different guns, but, like, different guns have different, like, you know,
right,
like level of strength.
Nice.
And it's just cool. It's just you. Ain't nobody else. It's just you and demons.
You're alone in this world of demons.
Yeah, it's just like you gotta save. We can't come back if you don't kill all the demons. I got you. You know what I mean?
That's sick. To me, that would make me uncomfortable, I think. I like Grand Theft Auto because you're in society, but you get to go a little nut.
Yeah, but I can't. I just.
You know?
I get to every time I have a Grand Theft Auto, I get to a version of like I'm tired of doing these missions. Like these are dummy jobs. We're not making any real money.
Right.
It's too real. I start to get frustrated. And then
You're
I'm like,
commuting in LA to a crime
you know what
scene.
I'm saying? We're using a flip phone to communicate with the
That's
drop.
awesome.
I'm like, I'm not gonna text this guy on this flip phone.
There's not even good apps on the phone in the game.
Absolutely. I'm like, let's see what they do in the strip club though, because we got afternoon. Like
the strip club seems involved. Like there's like I play. We only did it once, very briefly, and I was like, there's like a whole separate strip club thing, and it's just like hours of development to just have a realistic strip club in this game.
They have everything, like a bar, a DJ, the lights. It's important.
It's elaborate.
How are you gonna blow off steam?
After a day of crime
like
and texting your arms dealer, etc.
Gangsta life.
Do you enjoy living vicariously through your characters, choosing outfits and I kind of I like choosing the outfits and stuff.
Oh yeah, you do.
Because in Grand Theft Auto, that really violent guy who lives out in the boonies. Yeah. He's just hideous, and so I'm like, we gotta tighten up.
You can change that guy's outfit.
Yeah, but none of them are great. But I'm like, let's at least button up your shirt.
Yeah. You know? I got obsessed with this, probably the San Andreas one where you could make him go to the gym. And I would be in the gym like, you're about to get big, nigga.
Does his physique develop?
Yes. And you have to press it, so he'll be doing reps, and when he starts to get weak, you have to press it to make him go. And I was like, crazy. Get it up. And then awesome. I was like, what am I doing? I'm just a gym bro now in this game, you know.
But it's I don't know.
But I was obsessed with let's see how big he can get. He got big as shit. I was
Good
like,
for
I'm sorry.
That's
oh
gains.
God.
It doesn't matter if it's someone else. That's gains.
Yeah.
I think you can put that on your resume.
But then I was obsessed with him using a bicycle, and it was then he got too big with a bicycle. He was so big on a bicycle. I was like, my bad. We can't get away, and I keep doing crimes.
He can't fit on a regular bicycle
He
anymore.
was big as shit. It was like a little tiny bike.
I think that's winning. I think you won the game.
He was a good swimmer. I tell you that.
You need to do a whole new sport because you're too big for the apparatus.
Yeah.
That's
I wish they had
awesome.
a lady Grand Theft Auto, you know? We could get our nails done, and, you know. Catch a nigga cheating, you know? I just want the mission to be, reasonable. You gotta I want the mission to be reasonable, you know?
I thought you were going to say you want representation for female criminals, but you're just saying you want women to do girly girl shit?
I'm just saying, if the male character in GTA can, go to the gym and go to the strip club, why can't we have a lady character who can do things that are equally as exciting? We obviously don't have a strip club that's good, but, you know.
You want all activities represented.
Yeah.
We need a GTA Lamaze class.
I mean, that requires some other games first. And
Okay, that's true.
I don't feel like doing it.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about real life.
Okay, all right.
You worked on a show, a food debate.
Yeah, I used to have my own Food Network show. Can you believe that?
Give her. That's fucking sick as hell.
That was one of my first big credits. And And I gotta tell you, 12 episodes didn't cook a thing. Didn't cook not one thing.
It was. Can you pitch the structure of the show?
Yeah, so it was like food debate, and it was me and this other comedian, and they would give us like a food dish. They would cook it. We went to Food Network, and then they would be like, "Oh, people argue that like a hot dog is a sandwich." And other people say a hot dog is not a sandwich. And I was like, this hot dog is good. I know that. And we just were like riffing about these food debates. And every episode was something different, like how much jelly versus peanut butter. And like sometimes it would get hardcore. Like people in the comments would be like, a hot dog is definitely not a sandwich. I don't know what you fucking ladies are talking about. This is blasphemy.
I mean, I get heated, but I get into these debates, you know.
Yeah, I think our most popular episode was Does Pineapple Belong on Pizza? And like I just ate a bunch of pizza. I didn't give a fuck. But
so that
I argued both. I could argue about anything, you know what I mean? So like we had a lot of, but the comments were insane. Still to this day, people walk up to me and they, pineapples don't belong on pizza. And I'm like, okay, let it go, bro. It was a crazy YouTube Food Network series. Let it go.
Right. But I like that every episode, no matter what they're debating about, you're gonna be like, hey guys, let's calm down, and then you
enjoy it. Yeah.
Still get to go in for a little snack.
I feel that way. I think especially because I became an entertainer like full time when I was like 26.
Right.
So at that point I was like, damn, this is so cool.
And now you must be 28, 27.
Yeah, no, we're auditioning for young, but
Hell yeah.
I just feel like a lot.
And you're
of times,
booking, and she's booking.
I'm
folks.
getting it. I'm like, well, I just got out of college. Oh my god. But yeah, I just have a lot of times on set where I'm like, this is so cool. I can't believe this is happening. And they're like, okay, well, we can't use that. I'm like, oh, okay, right. I'll do the thing else that you want me to do.
You're too good. You're in two good spirits.
Yeah, for sure. So they're like, no, you're debating. I'm like, I love everybody, man. We're all doing a good job.
Are there food takes that you would like that are your like you would choose that battle, like something you'd really go to?
Yeah, I was a foster kid, which is why I'm so funny, and I really, because of that experience, I don't really like big pot-based meals, like a big soup or a big like fucking stew. It just makes me feel like, please, sir, can I have some more?
Right.
So I don't like it. If I'm at somebody's house and they're like, oh, Chanel, grab a bowl. We're all gonna. I'm like, fuck you. You didn't tell me. It was grab a bowl night.
You want a little plating.
Yes, I want a plating. It's mine. It's special. It's mine. I'm not getting the slop that you gave the other friends.
right.
You know, I'm different. You know.
Wow, that's a valid. Okay, that's a new take. That's a valid take.
It's part of my aura. I'm trying to rebrand the orphan thing. I'm trying to rebrand it.
Hell,
you know,
it's
people love to bring up Annie. You know who really did it right? Matilda. You know, found a good teacher with a nice property.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some of us were smart. I'm just saying.
But is the bar set too high? Like you can have a really nice home if you can make things levitate.
Yes, or you can be like Batman and you're super rich, but you have no friends.
But we need a diversity of role models.
Yes, more orphans who are like legit and killing it.
Hell yeah. Well, you're
let
next.
me know when you get the petition up.
I think next up is Chanel Ali.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
anything to plug? Anything to promote?
Oh man, I'm around all the time. Come see a show. Chanel Ali on Instagram. It's Chanel like the perfume, Ali like Muhammad. Okay, bye.
Hell yeah. Give it up one more time. Chanel Ali. Folks, that is the talk show. Did you have a good time? Yes, indeed. All right, we're gonna close this thing out. Please give us a follow on Instagram. Our next show is May 23rd. Let's go. We're back. We got one more for the spring. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna be back here in a month. Give it up one more time for your house band, Melatonin. If you didn't grab a program, Perry worked his ass off on those. Grab one on the way out. Tip your bartender. Get one more cheeky bev from Monica. Thanks to Javi in the booth, and have a great night. Good night.
Thank